My wife's got it all set up for her party today. So my PC's up here. So I got to have an away game for Age. I hope I can win, even in this unfamiliar environment. I'm going to go pro. Mystical Eagle powers summon you. I just finished the game, and I'm gonna have to post the highlights because it was wild. I did get the dub, and I'm very happy, and I'm shocked, but it was awesome. So at the start of the game, I noticed his deer over here. He's the Mongol, so I'm gonna try to stop him from pushing his deer. I'd ran by his town center earlier. He'd got the first hit. For whatever reason, his scout just stood there in defensive position, though, so it allowed me to smack it a few times. After that, I was just gonna try to wait there and be annoying for him. But he decides he's not going to deal with me. He's just going to run around and scout the other side and just attack over there. He tries to get my villas by the gold. I decide to wall just to be safe in case he is going to scout rush me. And then he comes in with the scouts. The walls protect those two villas for now. He runs around, tries to get a good look inside my base. I'm running to make sure I don't lose villas, sending some of the spearmen. He runs away with his scouts, so I survived the initial push. And now he's coming in with the second wave. As the Mongols, I thought he was going to come with Mangudai, but he decided to come with the Steep Lancers and the Camels. I was the Franks, and so he was really smart because I found out that countered my knights really well, and that was really frustrating. So the Steep Lancers, they're really good, and the Camels. So I tried to convert, didn't get the convert, jump in my town center, and then lose all my army. He runs away. And so right now I'm on a 3 TC boom. Just added the 4th TC. He's just pushing in. He keeps coming in just by the town centers, but he doesn't want to fight underneath. Keeps preserving his military. His number is way higher than mine. He sends out a Mangonel, and it's taking down my town center. I get the first Mangonel, but lose all my military again. He just trains another Mangonel. Keeps working on the town center. All of it's buying me time, though. I'm just going for full pikemen, getting all the armory upgrades, trying to counter the cavalier. And so he's adding in some crossbows. And so I'm going to start adding in some knights to try to counter those. And this is when it shifts my way. He sends the Mangonel a little too close to my town center and my barracks. My pikemen hop out, kill the Mangonel. After that, I can just keep trying to chase down his Steep Lancers and Camels. He keeps training a few crossbows, and then I just keep trying to take out the horses because I figure if I can get them, I'll be able to push him back with knights. He comes with some rams, tries to take out my buildings. I'm able to get him with the pikemen. I send my own Mangonel forward. I'm trying to get the archers. I do get that one. I got a lucky shot there. I keep on taking all the conflicts that I can. I'm just trying to amass as many pikemen as I can to try to eventually knock out those Steep Lancers. Dancing around. I didn't want my knights fighting the Steep Lancers because I don't think I was winning those fights. I wanted just my pikemen to be fighting the Steep Lancers. Then I wanted my knights to be fighting his crossbowmen. So here I get lucky with a really good shot on his Scorpion. Then I hit all of his Steep Lancers as they come in. That's going to be a huge shift because my pikemen are able to actually take him out now. Now he's not able to micro and run away as much. And so I'm finally able to make up some ground and start pushing towards him. And he has the score lead at this point, and it's pretty substantial. He's distracted me from my economy a lot, and it's obvious. I'm barely just trying to hang on with these pikes and Mangonels and a couple scouts and knights. He ends up getting that Mangonel, which is okay. I just go for more pikes and more knights, and then I'm going to keep pushing him, and I'm finally going to be able to clear his forward force. Once I got cleared, I didn't want him to be able to build there later, so I'm going to send forward my pikemen to keep harassing his people as they come out, and then ram. I did counter push. I forgot to show that, but I was able to get good value from his villagers on gold because he was so focused on his push. So my knights were able to go down there and get to work. Got lucky finding his town center there. He didn't want to fight by my house. So I was able to get some there. We both towered on the middle because we wanted to keep our wood lines safe. I ended up getting the advantage there just because I'd built mine first, filled it with vills. Now we do a little dance here. I wanted to have my halberdiers fight his camels, and then my knights find his skirms, and he just wanted his skirms to fight my halbs. Raiding down here again, got tons of value for these halberdiers. And now I'm trying to treb it down. We do another little dance. Neither one of us wants to take an engagement where we think we will lose. So he feels confident with his force at this time. He wants to try to venture forward. I have a castle there, have some reinforcement, cavalier. So we're actually not going to fight here. We just, once again, are testing each other. He left his skirms open. I get some of the skirms and a trebuchet, but we don't have our full engagement there. So he comes and gets my trebuchet because I was kind of distracted in the middle doing this treb cut. But I'm able to make it through, which ends up being huge because then I can push in with all these halberdiers, and I'm going to send a couple villagers to build a forward castle. I'm going to have my trebuchet go through and start taking down his town center. So at that point, he's got 3 trebs up on my castle, and I'm not worried about that castle one bit. I decide I'm just going to leave it. I'm like, we're out of here. And so he can have that because I don't have any economy up there. I'm not really worried about him pushing because right now I'm just attacking his economy. I was trying to run my horses around, but then I decided I'd send them back, and it actually ended up being really lucky because when they do come back, you'll see what happens. Right here, I decided to bring him back. Figure his army's going to be trying to fight my halbs, and he won't be able to push my castle with his army. So when I bring the army back, I catch all those trebuchets and those skirmishers right out in the open. I guess it is by his castle. So he did get to do a lot of castle damage to my army. But it was worth it because I destroyed all his trebuchets and a big chunk of his skirms, and it just shifted the momentum even further in my way. And I started winning these engagements. I don't know what the difference was. I had halberdier and cav, and I guess they just did really well against the camel skirm mix. He was pushing. I knew he couldn't push my castle with his skirms, and I was just going to make some more cav to counter it. And it doesn't take a lot of cav to counter the mass skirms, so I was just going to keep using a little bit of cav, a little bit of halberdiers to keep hitting his skirmisher camel combo. Here on the castle, I decided I'm going to try to take any of his units that I can because the odds of me knocking down the castle with just my halbs are not very high, so might as well just get as many of his units as I can as possible. And then I'm just going to start trebbing down all his buildings so that it makes it difficult for him to produce units. I've taken over his main base, essentially. I just keep pushing there now because all the pressure, I'm just applying it now. I'm not having to defend my base at all, which is nice. And so I build 2 stables up there because I have plenty of food and gold to start pushing, and then I felt like that would be a good counter to his skirms. I'm able to knock down his castle there. And now with no castles to hide under, my troops are just able to overpower his easily. I decided to build a town center on his starting spot, which was cool for me, probably something he didn't appreciate. But he had a lot of farms there, so it made sense. And now I'm just raiding his economy, and it's in the final stages. I'm looking around to see where his last castle is, and I end up sending my treb over there with a knight. And just as I'm about to try to treb it down, he resigns and the game's over. So it was a really fun game. I was losing for the majority of it, and it was really stressful, but I loved it. It was so awesome. And I was way happy to get the dub because I felt like this player was really good. His micro was good. His rush and pressure was really strong. I had to be resilient there, but it was good. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this, check it out. I'm going to be doing some more gameplay. I really enjoy playing the game, and I love sharing the highlights and talking about it. So hopefully you enjoyed, and if you do, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more gameplay. I'm also up for team games. I do love that. Not the best player. I like the game. It is my favorite game, but I'm not the best. I am just good. But I'm trying to go pro. Eventually, it's just a work in progress. And there's the end of the game. If you're like me and you like to see all the stats afterwards, I was just able to get those, and I was just looking around at the map, making sure it was good. Now the stats.